You need to start striking the golf ball way better. Look at these stats here from my good friend Lou Stagner from Arcos Golf, highlighting the importance of strike. If you want to improve your strike, you're going to have to get rid of things like flipping down at the bottom, causing fats and fins, the over-the-top action, throwing that club away from you on the downswing, and get yourself into some stronger positions to be able to present the right loft, to get the right strike. And if your strike improves, you hit more greens. If you hit more greens, it's proven to show that your scores come down. Simple fix, one drill in a number of positions. This will blow your head. Let me show you. So better strikes is going to come from you not doing things like this that you see people doing. Definitely getting rid of these kind of dumps and where you chuck things out and down and across, making that club crash into the ground. Now remember, if you like the video, hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to the channel if you want loads more free golf tips. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus a little bit on the butt end of the club as well as your trail wrist, which in turn will activate your lead wrist in a better way, because we need you presenting better loft down at the ball, which will get rid of these flippy forward impacts that we talked about. And the better loft generally gets rid of the out twin, horrible, crashy club paths, and you're just going to start ripping it. So the drill, simple as, you're going to take the club in your trail hand and you're going to hold down the bottom of the grip here. And we are going to use the butt end of the club. So for me, my Arcos sensor here has got a laser shooting out from it, and we're going to use it in a couple of positions to try and reference where you should try and hit your backswing and downswing to control loft and control delivery. So first position, we're going to try and spear the ball halfway on our backswing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lead hand out of the way, get this behind my back, with my grip set down the handle. I'm going to go back and I am going to try and spear the ball with the butt end of the club. To do this, my trail wrist is going to have to extend, so this way, making sure that that trail wrist is really trying to bend back as you go back. Lots of golfers getting messes on the backswing. They get a little bit this way if they're kind of picking the club up out here. They get in here, and then this is spearing off over this way. So we need that club basically spearing, shooting a light down at the ball. So you're almost going to feel like you're hitting the ball on your backswing at this point. So I'm absolutely trying to get this laser to collide with the ball at this point. When you turn and look at your club and you're spearing that ball, look at the face. You want the club face somewhere in line with the shaft. You don't want it this way, so the sweet spot dial back. The more this way it is, the better. But somewhere where the leading edge is in line with the shaft is quite a good reference point, which will be starting to turn the face more towards that back camera. Lots of golfers would be going into this position at this point. See how the leading edge is shooting off from where the shaft basically is. Not only are we activating trail wrist, trail arm, we're also activating the trail wrist in a way that's going to get the face working, because it's the loft we want to deliver. So feeling like we're taking loft off is what's going to help you strike that ball better. Now on the downswing, we're going to spear it again. So I'm going to spear that ball on the way back, and then I'm going to spear it on the way down. See how this is pointing at this? So if I'm a bounce backer, if I'm going this way, where I dump these angles, this club is pointing down in between my legs. So we are going to literally try and get that club spearing the ball. The way I'm doing that, again, I've still got that face turning back towards that wall as I do this, so I'm not spearing but pointing this face up to the sky, because we want this end relating to this end, remember. So spear that ball with the butt end of the club, and also turn that face in as you do it. Really turn that face in. Now last parallel, when we get down to last parallel, club parallel to the ground here, we want to be spearing the target. So we're now going to be really shooting that club off out in front of us. Again, if we're a bounce backer this way, it's going to be shooting off into this side. So we want to get the ball on the way down, and then we want the target on the last parallel. This is going to give good angles to that trail wrist, as well as good angles to that club. Now here's the next crucial part. Lots of golfers from here feel like they need to hold on. They need to hold on to these angles. And this is what makes that ball shoot off to the right for lots of golfers. This is also what just buries that club into the ground for lots of golfers, because the club just keeps going down. We need the club from here to actually start feeling like it's coming up and out in front of us. So the best way to do that, once we've speared the target, which is basically along our feet line, we're then going to spear whatever's behind you. So for me, the back camera here. because we need to quickly from here let those angles go. And it's that release, letting those angles go, that's going to get that club face controlled, bearing in mind we've controlled the loft on the way down as well, and that's where that crunch, that pop, that real nice feeling of strikes is going to shine through. If you're someone who's quite good at this bit and you feel like you're quite good at this bit, you can just practice this bit at the bottom. So we're going to go from here, spear the target, spear behind us, trail wrist extended, spear the target, spear behind us, and really feel that whip as it comes through. And if you bleed all those ideas together into shots, this is where we start getting those great releases, creating those much straighter target bound shots. What I love about this drill is you can practice it before you hit shots. You know, you could properly spear where that imaginary ball is, spear it. You could even do it with both hands on if you want to get the feeling. You just don't see the butt end of the club as well. But you can still imagine where it is. And then we want to get that target. So I'm really trying to pull it at that target. And then I'm going to let it go to be shooting back behind me here. And then I'm going to walk into my shot and apply those ideas. This will absolutely transform your striking, which from the data from Arcos you can clearly see will transform how many greens you hit, which will help you lower your scores. This is real world golf coaching related to real world performance on the course. The better we can get you striking your irons, you are going to lower your handicap. Now, if you want to learn a bit more about how to improve that, use this video here where I talk a lot more about loft delivery to get those tour-like strikes.